The Tri-City Herald has this improv COVID-19 policy regulation services administration office. Administration office. Line administration office. And the services they have under COVID-19 policy regulation services. Now, the Tri-City Herald has this COVID-19 policy regulation services here in Kennewick, Washington. First name, last name, date of birth. Tri-City Herald routes, which delivers the services like to Mueller's Funeral Home, Mr. Andy Miller, Westlake Prosecutor Office, or Schultz-Stavro Wildlife Administration Office in Freda, the Grand County Courthouse. This COVID-19 policy regulation services here at the Tri-City Herald. It carries the COVID-19 policy regulation services. Now this COVID-19 policy regulation service administration office and the COVID-19 policy regulation services. Now, the Life Tributes Crematorium and Crematorium Services carries a specialized service implying the COVID-19 policy regulations. We got these improv services, administration office, Teresa Salo. We got the Tri-City Herald involved. We got the KNDU NBC involved. We got the recorded information. The Masonry services at 8. Mr. Eric D. Olson, Disney Brooklyn, and Laurel. She's at Office Max, and she's a service rep, service supervisor, or service line of COVID-19 policy regulations and services. And we also have Tammy and Mr. Andy Miller, Westlake Prosecutor, 509-73535, fax 509-736-3066. NBC right now, KNG 2325, Stephanie Ashley, News Director, 509-736-666745, cell phone 509-949-4373, Stephanie Ashley. NBC right now. Now 3312, Kenneth Washington, Mr. CIMARON5INC, and Mr. Andy Miller, Washington State Prosecutor, does say Andy Miller on it, 509-73535. It says CIMARON5, 1400 East Main Street, Barella, Felix, 805 Gmail, CIMARON5, Now, Andy Miller is the prosecutor, has 509-73. Viewer also says Andy Miller at Silva, address is 7112 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington. Now, we have the Masonry Works where it happened over at the Rhonda Kaiser's Funeral Home, and also, of course, the Administration Office, COVID-19 Policy Regulation and Services Administration Rights, and carrying the COVID-19 Policy Service Administration Rights, and their service applying the Service Administration Office on URL. We got our dead Marine at Mueller's Funeral Home, and then we got Life Tributes Commemoration Mueller's Jim Ditter, Manager, Crematorium Center, 314 West 1st Avenue. And that's 314 First Avenue, 509-736-367. And that's livetribunes.com, Jim, livecontributecenters.com. Now, Eric D. Olson, designated broker, which is American title, and of course, at the physical address, which would we have here. Teresa Sala, Administrative Assistant, 812 West Clemency Court, Building 6, Suite A, Kennewick, Washington. 509-734-7285, and John Luke McKinnon. Luke Canal, and also the Canal Service Administration, bring to where your attention Mr. Andy Miller, Washington Prosecutor, at 704 East Olive, 509-765-4451, 509-765-619, McKinnonLofts.com. That's LukeMcKinnonOffice.com. Now, the crematorium service they have at J. Mueller's Funeral Home and the service at 14 West South Union, we have the Dead Marine and Rest Haven. And they also then give us the Tri-City Herald service or death certificates, Lola Hernandez, Roberta Burrell, and also the service they have Mr. Jane Norton's manager, Mr. Mark Miley, Andrew, DOD, Department, and that's the Army, DOD, Army. And also the service they have at the NBC Channel 2025. Now we have a service, we got incumbents, we got crematorium, we got renovations, we got the plants and services at this physical address. That is, 314 West, and also the urns, the caskets, and displayed in Pasco. We got the physical address. Then comes to the society, we did try to raise our information. Laurel, she's a supervisor for the Office Max and services and distributing contributions and services for her care, business, and print client service supervisor, Laurel. 685 West Canal Drive, Sweet Deacon, Washington. Now we got Allison Linger, Human Resources. And this is Human Resources Generalist. That's 509-737-2777. And that's Lisa Linger at CO Benton, Washington. That's Tammy Default. Human Resources, 712 West Oakland Place, 509-737-2777. And we get Mary Christian, 509-222-2332. And that's Mary Christian, CO Benton, Washington. That's Lexi Winfield, Human Resource, 712 West Oakland Place, 509-737-2777. Carrie, and that's Carly Ainsworth. Carly Ainsworth, Human Resources, 7112 West Oakland Place, 509-737-2777. Now, Mr. Mike Sheik, Grant County President, joining the Brooks Athletic Club and service. We got the Gold's Gym as witnesses. This service applying to COVID-19, applying all the incomes to the society, all the money invested in the service on the George Washington House. The documents, we sealed documents to George Washington House and Laurel. And cement masonries and plasters. This is Plasters Local 528. 528. Cement Mason Plasteries, Seattle, Washington. We got the bricks and the services for the crematorium, which is $60,000. We got Thomas Plasters, and we got this as Plasters Services. And we got this on Facebook, and we got it on YouTube. The Bobby, the crematorium, the determinant services I have. Mr. Andy Miller, tributes as this have for the Jim Jittering manager, 509-736-3565. And that's Amir Singh Harris, and that's Nindu. And Jay Mueller, and that's, of course, the service applying the COVID-19. Mueller's brother, Administrative COVID-19 Policy Administration, the Mueller's Funeral, 1401 South Union. Grant, and that's Lee Memorial Services. Schultz Topper Wallace, 56th Street, P.O. Box 876. Fredo Watch 98823. Now we got all this service applying to COVID-19. We got Stephanie Ashley, news director. We got service applying to COVID-19 policy regulation, service applying to administration office, and the COVID-19 policy regulations that carries the monument service of this administration office. Now, when you get all this data and this information, people, you have to go out and in person and go to the office and the service applying to COVID-19. And then, administer the COVID-19 policy, president primary election, and also the dead remains of John F. Kennedy, and also the range services at Restover, Parkhurst, Glendale, and Rosehaven, and also the service I have at River Point, and also the service I have at Pasco, Washington, laying the caskets, the urns, and also the Tri-City Herald. You need any documentation service, your residence, your business UBI number, 602-720-979. Amir Singh, Harris, Sarmon 5IC, 1400 East Main Street, Washington. Those tax forms and office firms, the Social Security office, appeals office, all that administration, and Mr. Andy Miller himself opened the doorway in the service. Mr. McKenna himself and Mrs. McKenna opened the doorway, breaking the door, breaking the windows, their intimidations, and unloading a weapon and discharging weapons towards the citizenships and residents and services. But the confidential information, when they disclose their information, try to erase their information, is one thing or another. Take your urns, cremations, your crematoriums, which is $80,000, the jet engine itself, the masonry brick and service and fire. Tri-City Herald. They have routes and dispatch routes that runs the service. Tri-City Herald. You see it as vacancies. Services. Got the Mustangs, Prosser Mustangs, hydroplanes, Columbia Point Railroad, wrestling picture. Prosser Mustangs, that's Prosser Washington, Mr. Anderman, Western Prosecutor. Lions, Dayton Road, Miller's Funeral Home, J. Miller's Funeral Home. Columbia Point, I guess that's Columbia Park. A little baseball. Of course, a little baseball there. Fast pitch, slow pitch. Oh, we got a little burnage and rummage as service burned down. Little bridge getting burned down. Their service of COVID-19 policy, regulation and service. Dams and services, the Columbia Point, the wreckage, the Washington Collision Report, Mr. Andrew Miller, Mr. Felix, Moses Lake, Washington, a Dana law firm right on Walker's Furniture. Oh, look at mansion being burned. It's COVID-19 policy, regulation, and services. Now, the society itself, here's the Tri-City Herald. The Tri-City Herald itself, I think it was the society of taking the frames down. Oh, they took the frame down again. They took one frame down. You know, being in person in service, applying to the administration office and standing laws at Social Security office, administration office. UBI number 602-720-979. Look at the corruption. This is all corruption. Yeah, Burns Mansion. Washington Collision Report truck. Looks like Daryl Johnson's truck got smashed over at Miller's Funeral Home for threatening Felix Brolin, Lola, Fabian, Little Fabian, Carrie, Carol Brown, the judge, Superior Court judge, administration office. Look at that propaganda service, and then also the crematorium services that have been used for Lola and Roberta's been inserted. Roberta's been inserted. That's $2,000 right off the bat. No, you have to take all that service of the mausoleum and the monarchs, concrete, the granite stones, the headstones, the service, the railroad, the burning, the rummage, all this information that they try to erase. Tri-City Herald and their service applying to COVID-19 policy, regulation, and services. The service applying to COVID-19 and Service and Administration Office, the COVID-19 Executive Order. The service I have, the interest way of the service I have at the Service Administration Office and family services I have attachment to the Tri-City service of the Commission Society of the Tri-City Herald. You know, payments, documents, and services, first and last name, address, applying to administration office, and how corrupted they are. The administration office have no personnel and service applying to COVID-19 through 3253 West 24th Avenue, 120, Kinook, Washington, 519-582-1500. Tri-City Herald has moved. They have moved. 425452 West 24th Avenue.